what are the latest updates? Visuals on your screen. It appears that the governor, Anand Bose, has reached Malda. Remember, Malda is important, though violence took place primarily in Murshidabad, but the refugee camps that have been set up in Malda areas. I correct myself, this is the NCW team as well, the NHRC team that has reached. The NHRC, remember, had been interacting with India Today as well. One of the members, Priyank Kanungo, had told me about 24 hours ago that they received at least 3 serious complaints referring to charges and allegations about how women and children specifically have been targeted, and there have been targeted attacks at the Hindu community. So that's the NHRC team visual. The escort vehicles with them heading to Malda, which is still, remember, sensitive in many ways. Anupam Mishra joins me for the latest on that. Anupam, I must add here to the viewer, has been reporting consistently from Malda. He has been getting us some very significant ground reports. Anupam, NHRC has reached, governor is en route. All eyes will be on Malda today. Tell me what's happening on the ground.
Well, Pooja, several agencies, NHRC, NCW and governor itself are visiting these areas, especially the shelter place where around 500 people initially came from violence-affected Murshidabad and crossed over and taken shelter. Now the number is a bit less, but still several people are there, especially women and children. So these agencies and governor will be visiting those areas and will interact with these people, and especially NCW, who they will talk to the women, especially women and children are there who fled from the violence-affected Murshidabad area. And after its probe, these agencies will submit their report. The governor was also visiting these areas. So these are the things which is happening today. But apart from this, a massive political showdown is also happening, erupted in West Bengal on the issue of Murshidabad violence. And Mamata Banerjee, that had requested governor not to visit today and wait a few days, let the things calm down. According to Mamata Banerjee, administration is trying to bring peace and normalcy in those areas. So let's not visit any agency or anyone and wait for a few days. But governor didn't listen it, and governor is visiting
so these
these
visuals
areas.
On your screen of the escort vehicle, basically, of course, of the cavalcade is of the National Human Rights Commission. They are heading to Malda. Just to put it in perspective again for the viewer, Murshidabad was primarily where the violence had happened, and most of these victims, we have been putting out ground reports from Malda because those survivors and eyewitnesses from Murshidabad primarily fled toward Malda. Many of them, remember, in other areas also said how they had to even cross the Ganga by boat to be able to survive. Anupam, you've been putting out those ground reports, documenting it for us. You tell me now, when you say that fewer number of refugees are there right now, what do you mean? Does that mean they've been moved to another location? Have some of them been able to return as well? But then what happens to their burnt houses?
Well, we know that central forces and the Bengal police are trying to restore normalcy there, and they are also trying to bring those people who were taking shelter in those places, especially in Malda. So few people have also been brought back in the Murshidabad violence-affected area. Few families have returned with the help of PSF, CRPF and the Bengal police. But still, several people are there who are not willing to return because of insecurity. The fear of insecurity is extremely high in those areas. People are very much scared to go back to those their ancestral places, and this is the big challenge for administration and security forces and central forces and West Bengal police to restore the confidence in these people and bring the normalcy there. But
politically charged, Anupam, isn't it? Governor Anand Bose says, I want to go to Malda, meet the refugees where the shelter camps have been located in Malda, that I want to have an objective assessment. But the Bengal CM says, postpone the visit. This is not the time to be heading toward the area. So what are you picking up about the politics of it?
Well, we have seen Mamata Banerjee appealing governor not to visit these areas today or wait for a few days. And she also said that she is also willing to visit those areas, but she is waiting for the normalcy to come back. And that is what she said. And on the other hand, the Trinamool Congress is has alleged labels against governor that he's working as a BJP agent. So these are the political allegations and blame game which is ongoing in Bengal right now.
My final question, Anupam, just tell us more about the refugee camps, the shelters that have been set up in Malda, especially for the victims of Murshidabad. Are these schools which have been turned into shelters? How many refugees are we talking about possibly in Malda right now?
Well, we were the first media to visit
Yes.
those places. I was the first person to visit on the morning of Sunday when I found out that around 500 people, especially women and children, have taken shelter from Malda. They have crossed the river from boat and they have taken. And the classes happened.
Okay. Anupam, keep tracking the latest on this. This, remember, is a reminder that you also need to reach out and document what the eyewitnesses have said. And India Today's reports have been taken cognizance as well by the Human Rights Commission, by the panel as well. Women panel are en route. CV Anand, Bose, the governor, is en route right now. So Malda is where heightened activity will be deployed. And to reach out, for example, to this young woman, a week-old baby. She should have been getting all the rest. Instead, she had to cross the Ganga river to be able to save her life and that of her family.